Hello, this is Tomas Tushak in Dwan's Comp 401 with the short of the long on is a for inheritance. Alright, so a couple more examples about what is a means. So before we said human is a mammal, so human has the properties of a mammal, and a mammal inherits the properties of an animal, and an animal inherits the properties of a eukaryote. This is what we mean by is it inherits properties from the level below. Now, what we can also say is that human is a eukaryote because human has all the properties of a eukaryote. So that's how that works. We can say at any level that you can be the things below you. So using a little more program-oriented kind of analogy, let's talk about the enemy class. We can say we have a big enemy, which inherits properties from enemy class and from the size class. Big armored enemy inherits from the big enemy class and the heavy armored class. And the big armored boss enemy inherits the properties from the big armored enemy and from boss ability. Now, something that we can say here is that the big armored boss enemy is an enemy class. I mean, after all, that's where we got the properties of being an enemy from anyway, is from the enemy class. And then we just added on other properties from other classes. So, big armored boss enemy is an enemy class. So let's say that we create an object of enemy class type, and we also create an object of big armored boss enemy type. So we know that big armored boss enemy inherits the properties of enemy class. So what if we wanted to downgrade? What if we wanted to get the enemy class properties from big armored boss enemy, and what if we wanted to give it to the enemy class? So we have them. The enemy classes here is named enemy, and the big armored boss class is named boss. What if we wanted to assign the enemy class value of boss to enemy? And the answer to that is casting. We say enemy equals, and then we say what part of the big armored boss enemy we want. We just want the enemy class values and the enemy class properties. So we say enemy class boss. And there we go, we've casted that boss to enemy class. Alright, so classes cannot inherit the same method or variable from two different superclasses. So here we have investigator inherits the properties of policeman and detective, and they both have a method called think. Now you can't do that because which method do you inherit, which method do you use when you call the method think in investigator? You don't know, so you can't do that. That's illegal. However, interfaces can, because I mean, hey, no problem, you just make a duplicate and there's no problem with that. And you can't make a cycle where two classes extend each other, or where there's any possibility of something extending itself. That's also illegal.